G'day mate, welcome back. I'm going to pull this thing apart on camera to see if there's any damage to it, because I want to make sure I'm going to sell it, so I'm going to make sure there's no damage to the bore at all. Because when I did with Steve's Zombie Slayer, it was doing a high rev like that and started pulling off the chrome on the bore on the transfer side one, so it's revving too hard. So I'll pull it apart and see how she is, make sure she's 100%. Like sending stuff out that's not 100%. Right. I don't think, no, I can't say, you can't get a socket on that nut. So that one there, oh, I've got that one. She's a bit loose. That comes off pretty easy. Maybe it was tight. I think I did get a spanner. So, cut that off. Yeah, she's tight. I must have put a Loctite on it. So, can I get that? No, I'm going to find a spanner. Hang on. Oh, hang on. So I found myself an 8mm spanner. These nuts. The nut. So it moves, yep. Sorry, now it's moving. Okay. Unwind that. On those pliers, nail nose. Try and get the muffler off. They could be dead as soon as I pull the muffler off, but she sounded right yesterday. That's the problem. If it had been 1mm close, but guys, I'm dealing with not much room inside these exhausts. So it's a hard thing to do when you're dealing with real estate. Not much room at all. So I'll pause it there, I'll get that off. I've got that nut off, so I pull the muffler off. The Chinese saw. Now some of these pull off and some don't. You gotta move the dog. Let it come off. So what we got? Got a good gasket. So I've got new gaskets, but the guts of it, there's nothing in the guts. That's the one we first time I pulled apart. And that's how I found out about these. I cut this open and found out how they held themselves together. So that's how I bashed them and all that stuff. So now I know how they work. Because I always pull them apart, can't help myself. Pull the bolts out. And so far, what I can see, there's no problems at all. Where's the torch? No problems at all when it comes to the bore. Yeah, bore looks good. Nice and clean. Show you where the rings are. No problems there at all. So I am going to pull it down because I want to have a look inside. I'll put the degree wheel on off camera, but at one stage I was using the wrong glue, and the glue works brilliantly, but it's not fuel stabilized. So after time it will disintegrate and it will fall apart. I know which tools it was. So this is one of them, and one of the silos on the shelf is one of them too. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll start pulling this down now to its nuts and bolts and stuff. So I'll pause that there and probably I might just show you guys. Put your handlebar first. I'll get the screwdriver. Okay, so fill set screws on the handlebars. I'll look around the shop for another handlebar. I don't particularly like these ones. They're very weak. Like it's too, the aluminium's too thin. But these saws are a chip saw, so I like the idea of this design, but it's very thin plastic all over. But you know, if you use good fuel, it'll last for a while anyway. Not meant to last forever, because they're not hard fun, not steel, not solid, just Chinese throwaways. But they've got more power than what they would just factory. They've only got 4 screws in them. My goal is to pull the cylinder off if there's no damage, or if there is damage, have to look what the damage looks like. But if there's no damage, see if I can improve the pouring, make it a bit faster, a bit more power. Glue it with the proper glue. I can't remember the call stuff now. And that it's fuel safe, fuel stable. That might be a problem who buys it. I tried Piston once before, and some guys say, they're rubbish. Yeah, they are rubbish, but if you can't afford a brand name chainsaw, well, you can't afford one. It's simple as that. This will give someone a good opportunity to get their hands on something, a bit of power. Alright, so it's got a paper air filter on top. We got that there, so. Oh yeah, I can't remember why I had that there. Oh, I've got a screw top or butterfly nut for that. But I'll pull that there off. Pull the starter. They're good sort of line to work on for access stuff like that. They're easy sort of work on. Once you got the handlebar of them, I think claustrophobic really. Other than that, nothing at all. They're a very basic saw. I like working on because they're quick. Some of the steels I've worked on, they're a pain in the ass. Okay, so you can see in there, that tang up there, that was the part that was broken. So it's not broken now, but I pulled it out when it broke, rebent the end of the tang over and used it. So I've got the replacement spring for that. That was just showed yesterday. So I pull that plastic part off. Comes out. There's many different versions of this. This one's got a hook on the end. I've got to pull that top cover there off. Pretty easy. It gives you, pull the air filter off, it gives you full access to your spark plug. I put a roofing screw washer underneath the washer here, a bit of rubber, so it doesn't suck any dirt at all. These motors will last if you keep the dust out of them. Do you have one there? Yeah, there's one there flattened down. So that washer. So you do a bit of that there. Yeah, I've already poured that. Poured that all, poured it to the max to the intake. Right, so that comes off. These saws are all the same screws really, except for a couple of spots. From factory that is, there's two short ones for the muffler. But it doesn't have to be short, they can be these normal length ones. I'll show you. Can be normal length ones like that. But they're meant to have short. I'll show you short ones. They're long and short. So there's two for the base of the muffler just here. Where are the other two? Other two is the intake. If you don't know what you're doing. Intake on the cylinder. The two short ones there. They're the most important ones to have them. Now, this is an aftermarket cylinder. I didn't know what I had there. I thought it might have been the two transfers, but it's not. It's four. You can tell that by the fins on top. So there's four transfers. That keeps it cooler. So that's a good sign. That means you might get more compression out of these with girls anyway. But she should be good little girl. Just pull this part here off. So I'll pull that the intake. I'm back. I didn't answer phone calls though. Such is life. Pull the carby off, the intake I should say. Now I've worked out with these little girls, you can't go sideways too much in there. I'll point it. You can't go that part there too much. And what fucking close so you can see what I'm doing. You can't do the sides because you'll go straight through that bit of plastic there and bust a hole for the side here. But you can pour it through the top a little bit on that bit of plastic. Just there's the lip. So not sure why I did that. It's not a free flow, but I have opened that up a bit on the one. But there's still plenty more room to open that up, so I'll open that up. This is basically, can I improve this? So that's that part there. The main thing with these to get the thing apart is your pulse line. Once the pulse line's off, the cylinder comes off easy. But you gotta remember to disconnect it and feed it through. That's pulse line. Leave the carby on. You can twist and get it up. There's a lever on the side here. So tilt your carby sideways like that. Then you can follow it back, so it's out of the road. If you leave it like that, you won't have fuel dripping out everywhere, so that's what I say anyway. Less mess. Just drag down as far as you can without doing anything. Take the plastic, what do you call it, collar around the intake off it gently. Pry it off gently with your fingers. Don't use a screwdriver because it's all plastic and rubber and stuff. That's a heat guard. So when you get super hot days, supposedly not meant to let the heat get to the carby and get vapor locks and stuff like that. I don't always put that back on. Now I'll take the center bit out. Now pry that off gently too. This is what carby bolts do. Just generally pull it off it nice and neat like that. Now, everything's disconnected. I might pull the spark plug off because I want to make sure I get to it now. Otherwise, I'm swinging mid space trying to do it when it's on the off the cylinders off. It's too hard. So I'll do that now. Yeah, I hate dropping things. Get back in your drawer. Okay, that's the spark plug. Yeah, it's super wet. Hasn't been running. It looked like it was brown. Wasn't running enough, I don't think. Only not long enough to pick my head off of that clutch. Smack in the face. Now pull the cylinder off. Find the screw. Opposites. Make sure you get it on the screw, because sometimes you don't, you'll strip the screw and then you'll throw the whole saw away. Sometimes it'll bugger. So that's off. Now, if this is the wrong glue, it won't come off easy. You'll see. You gotta tap with a hammer or a rubber mallet. I'd say it's the wrong glue. Yep, the shoe's tight. Yep, she was glued on tight. So that's the wrong glue. That would eventually let go. I don't know how long, but because nothing got fuel stabilizer in it, I was worried. Okay, so it's a nice wash pattern. Couple of pistons. Hasn't been used much. As I said, I bought the thing new. I'm into stores, I'm not really a stall person when it comes to firewood. So the intake has not done much. So the intake. So there is room for improvement straight away. So these intake with short bolts. Little tiny bolts. Reason being, there's not much room in the actual cylinder for the bolts to be long. You can go through. I've seen one bolt. If you put long bolts in here, you can't get access to the cylinder bolt. So yeah, it's just better to have short bolts here. So the intake will be glued on too, imagine. So I'll try and peel that off. Oh, there you go. You can see the glue let go on there easy. See, they let go because it's close to the petrol. So it would have been air leaking here sooner or later. So that's why I pulled this down. So, alright. So what we got inside? What we got? Where's my torch? Right. Okay. Is there any damage that I can see? Put it in front of me, I suppose. Just a quick look with no damage. It's done high rev this one. There's a tiny little line up through there. Didn't feel that at all. No, I can't feel that. That'd be one of the rare rings. Let's see, yeah, so the top ring. The pin is on the, well, I can work out by memory. Oh, that's different again, if that's on the motor. Right, top ring on the clock, looking down about 7 o'clock. No, it's not that one. So it must be bottom ring. One of these rings is facing towards the exhaust, I thought. Can't tell. Can't see. Can't see, second blind man. No, it's not. It's just the way it was, okay. The dowel for the ring, one's there and one's there. So, I don't know why I thought over here, one must be another motor working. But I think I can get way more out of this cylinder. Like I say, the windows in the piston here are way small. They can be opened up. This is one of my early ports. And that open that right up. I only need to match the transfer chambers. I have needle point the transfer chambers on the top there to get the flow where I want it to flow. But apart from that, I've raised the roof and the exhaust, I think. Yeah. Raised a bit, sculptured it. So, only one little scratchability for the high revs, but maybe that. I'll clean it all up, use motor seal, gasket maker, and put it back together, and put this up for sale by another muffler on it. I'll test it in timber and all that first, but yeah, I had a leak too. So Dave, the guy who bought Thunderdown undercap, I had the same problem with the store. As soon as I cracked the fuel filter, the fuel cap, I cracked it, and it started leaking that afternoon. So what I did was the O-ring that's on this, it's real cheap rubber. I wouldn't even call it rubber. That doesn't burn like rubber. It's like a plastic. So I did pull the cap out of the tank, pull the O-ring off. It'll go on one way or the other way because it's got the capture inside of the tank, little plastic arm. Pull your O-ring off, flip the O-ring and put it back on over that part and put it back on again. Now it's not leaking at all. So it's the O-ring, the cheap O-ring. If you want to, you can replace the O-ring with another one, but some have O-rings, some have flat washers. So this one's an O-ring, but let me know if you need one still, mate. Okay, I did do timing events in this, okay? That's interesting. I forgot all about that. So you can see the black marks on the wheel. So that would have been top dead center, I suppose. That one there, I think. Oh, well, all that. So it has been advanced. So that's interesting. I forgot all about that. But there is some room for improvement. So, hey guys, I want to open these windows up. They're too small. Yeah, terrible. But I want to have, if you open your windows up, you get more fuel, more air, but you also get more torque. So that's the main of the game. I'll port them and I'll put it back together. I'll do a short video and show you what I end up with. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. And I've got a secret. If you guys want to, if you've watched this far, guess what I'm going to port next and sell. Yeah, interesting, hey? Alright, over and out, guys.